welcome to Wheels Up with Sunrise on Wheels. I'm Michelle Newman. Today's program is all about exotic pets. And like all Wheels Up episodes, it has 3 segments. First, I'll take you on a trip, looking at pot-bellied pigs, pygmy goats, chinchillas, hedgehogs, bearded dragons, snakes, and even a frog or 2. Next, we'll craft with Caroline, making our very own snake, hedgehog, and pig. Next, I hope you'll play trivia with Ciera as we play exotic pet trivia. When most people say they have a pet, your mind will jump to the obvious contenders: dogs, cats, birds, fish, maybe even a rabbit or guinea pig. Today I thought it would be fun to take a trip around the world, looking at a few more unusual pets. The very first animal to become a pet was not a cat or a dog. No, in fact, pigs were domesticated over 6,000 years ago, and they first came to America in 1539. From snuffy snout to curly tail, miniature pot-bellied pigs have become a much-loved addition to the exotic pet scene. Pot-bellied pigs look a little different than the regular pig, and not just in skin color. Pot-bellied pigs have longer snouts, straighter tails, and more upright ears. The pot-belly, well, they have that too, of course. Pot-bellied pigs are highly intelligent animals, the 4th most intelligent after humans, primates, and dolphins. They are affectionate, curious, playful, clean, no shedding, odor-free, relatively quiet, no barking, and usually non-allergenic. Their average lifespan is 12 to 18 years, with some senior pigs reaching into their early 20s. This means that sweet little piglet is a friend for life. It's important to consider the commitment prior to leaping into piggy parenthood. While many pot-bellied pigs are far smaller than their barnyard counterparts, a tiny piglet can easily grow to be over 100 pounds. Pot-bellied pigs are easily trainable and extremely intelligent. They require just about the same amount of training a dog would. Having an untrained pot-bellied pig is much like having a 2-year-old toddler around all the time. They'll be very demanding and scream for what they want at all hours of the night. The good news is that they can be taught almost anything if you're willing to spend the time necessary to work with them. In fact, they enjoy the challenge of learning new things. They've been taught to play the piano, slam dunk a basketball, and more. They can be potty trained and litter box trained much more quickly than a puppy can. The idea that pigs are dirty couldn't be further from the truth. While they do enjoy a good mud bath, pigs do not have sweat glands, so they must roll in mud to stay cool and prevent sunburn in the wild. In fact, they're very clean animals. Pigs are highly social creatures and will quickly develop a lifelong bond with their human companions. Another traditional farm animal that makes a good pet is a goat, a favorite in petting zoos. Their curious and friendly nature make them fun companions. There are over 300 distinct breeds of goat, but the pygmy goat makes great pets for people of all ages. Unlike other pets, miniature goats don't bite, kick, or scratch. They don't require constant human companionship and are typically very friendly. However, you can't have just one pygmy goat. These herd animals need at least one other goat companion to be happy. Goats don't have teeth on their upper jaw. Instead, they have an incredibly mobile upper lip that helps them to sort through spiny, thorny twigs. The pygmy breed is very hardy and can virtually adapt to any climate. They do need a large fenced outside area, though, to roam and play. They spend most of their days clowning around, dancing and jumping all over the place. They can get bored very easily, so you'll need to be creative when setting up an area for them. Popular things to put in their play area are wood stumps, pallets, or anything they can climb or jump from. To consider if planning on getting a pygmy goat as a pet is that they can be very loud. You might know that a baby goat is called a kid. Did you know because of that, a goat giving birth is said to be kidding? Funny, right? The South American native is technically a rodent, but it's so charming with its saucer-like eyes and sole-like ears that we'd rather not give that too much thought. Chinchillas resemble a kangaroo with front legs that are markedly shorter than their back legs and a thick, bushy tail. The chinchilla fur is so beautiful and soft. A chinchilla's luxurious coat comes in a range of colors, from white to charcoal, and it's the softest in the world, 30 times softer than the human hair. Chinchillas also have 50 or more hairs per follicle, as opposed to humans who only have one. The chinchilla doesn't smell. Even its droppings will take several days to emit a smell. If the animal's cage is cleaned frequently, odor becomes a non-issue. They can live to be 15 years old or more, and are active and playful, and with gentle handling from a young age, most chinchillas become quite tame and can bond closely with their owners. Chinchillas can be very independent, and most of them don't want to cuddle and prefer to stay in their cages. They rely on you to keep their hay rack, food dish, and water bottle full. Their cage should be kept clean and their stress kept to a minimum. You don't even need to give them a bath. In fact, chinchillas should never be bathed in water. Instead, they must be given fine chinchilla dust for a dust bath that penetrates the thickness of the chinchilla's fur, where it absorbs oil and clears away dirt. Not only do dust baths keep the fur of chinchillas in tip-top shape, they really seem to enjoy having a vigorous dust bath. Chinchillas like to chew, run, and jump and hide out. That means you need a variety of toys for chinchillas to keep them busy and active. Hedgehogs are adorable little insect-eating mammals that live on average 3 to 6 years when kept as pets. They're known for being timid little animals, but given the right environment, these animals can be fun social pets. Wild hedgehogs are native to Africa, Asia, Europe, and New Zealand. They are not native to the US, but have become very popular pets here. Most North American hedgehog pets are African pygmy hedgehogs. Sonic the Hedgehog may have been blue and cool in the Sega video games, but the real animals can be found in a wide array of color patterns, like salt and pepper, snowflake, and cinnamon. Funny enough, did you know that a baby hedgehog is called a hoglet? Like porcupines, the skin over a hedgehog's back is covered with prickly quills that help protect it from predators. Unlike porcupines, however, hedgehogs cannot shoot their quills out in defense. Their pointed quills can make them difficult to hold. These are best held in a small towel until they relax. Hedgehogs are shy and use their uniquely strong back muscles to roll up tightly into a ball, hiding their face and causing their spiny quills to point outwards so that predators can't see or find them. They will remain balled up whenever they feel frightened or threatened. To minimize the fear response, hedgehog owners should start taking their pets out of their cage every day when the animals are young to get them used to being handled and to be less afraid. They do well when housed alone, but they should be allowed out of their cages at least once a day for exercise and social interaction. Hedgehogs have strict temperature requirements. They are naturally desert dwellers and need a warm environment year-round. Hedgehogs are poor climbers with poor eyesight. They can easily fall and hurt themselves, so a cage without ramps or levels is best. The bigger the cage floor space, the better, because hedgehogs love to run, and in the wild can cover many miles each night. They're a solitary creature and thrive when they're alone, but they do make great companion pets. However, remember, as nocturnal animals, you need to feed and care for them in the evening hours. And one thing to keep in mind too is that hedgehogs poop a lot. And it's not pelted poop like gerbils and hamsters. It's more like tiny dog poop. So if you own a hedgehog, you will get poop and peed on. When you think of cute, cuddly animals, reptiles are probably towards the bottom of the list. Despite the fact that they're scaly, slithery, and love to eat bugs, reptiles can be actually pretty darn cute. The bearded dragon lives up to its name. Like a dragon, it's equipped with an armor of spiny reptilian scales, which includes a beard of spikes under its chin that puffs up depending on its mood. There are 8 species of bearded dragons recognized today, all of which are affectionately called beardies. Among the most popular pet reptiles, bearded dragons tend to be gentle, inquisitive, and active during the day. In the wild, bearded dragons' range extends across most of Australia. They typically prefer to stick to warm, arid areas, deserts, subtropical woodlands, savannas, and scrublands. In the 1960s, Australia banned the export of wild bearded dragons. However, they've been bred in the United States for decades in the pet trade, and they come in a variety of colors. A warm habitat is crucial for bearded dragons. They're cold-blooded and rely on external heat sources to raise their body temperature. which varies according to the temperature of their environment. They bask in the sun to warm themselves and can burrow underground to avoid extreme heat and predators. Do you think having a pet snake would be cool? Many people are afraid of all snakes and think they're slimy and dangerous. That's not completely true. Snakes are not slimy. They're covered with scales that are smooth and dry. While some snakes can be dangerous, only the venomous ones. Most snakes, whether in the wild or in captivity, are perfectly safe, such as corn snake, king snake, milk snakes, and ball pythons. All of these are docile and do not mind being handled. Snakes are completely unique as pets. They're low maintenance, they don't require daily walks. They sit in their tanks. They're quiet during the day and at night, and they don't need a lot of attention. And they have unique behavior that can be fascinating to observe. A snake uses its tongue to help it smell. It flicks its long forked tongue to pick up chemical molecules from the air, ground, or water. The tongue carries the smelly molecules back to two small openings in the roof of the snake's mouth, where they're analyzed. They can even use their tongues to tell which direction the smell is coming from. Snakes literally grow out of their skin. Every few months, most start rubbing against the ground or tree branches. Starting at the mouth, a snake slithers out of its too tight skin. Kind of like a sock, the skin sometimes comes off inside out. And did you know snakes do not have eyelids? That means they sleep with their eyes open. They do have transparent scales called spectacles to protect their eyes. These are shed with the rest of the snake's skin as it grows. Frogs make great pets as long as some things are kept in mind. Frogs are relatively easy and inexpensive to keep, can be long-lived, make great display animals, and definitely have that cool exotic factor going for them. Many species of frogs make fantastic display animals. Poison dart frogs in particular are very brightly colored, active during the day, and fairly bold, and will be out and about for all to see. Another popular pet is the white tree frog, a green or blue-green frog native to Australia, Indonesia, and New Guinea. Its petite size and facial expressions, which include sleepy-looking eyes and a smiling mouth, make it quite adorable. These bold frogs are easy to care for, hardy, and tolerate handling well. You can even have more than one. The tree frog has round discs at the end of its toes. These act as suckers and help the frog climb up smooth leaves. Their toes are long and can curl around the twigs. Some tree frogs have sticky webbing between their fingers and toes that enable them to hold on more easily. The frog's belly skin is loose, and this also clings to the tree. Well, our trip around the world looking at some peculiar and exotic pets must come to an end. Which one was your favorite? The farm animals, pot-bellied pig or pygmy goat? The small mammal, the hedgehog? The exotic rodent, chinchilla? Slithery reptiles like the beardies or the snake? Or maybe the amphibian? Thanks for coming along. I look forward to seeing you next time. Well, that was fun. Do you have a favorite pet? Let's go craft with Caroline.
Hi, my name is Caroline, and I'm so excited to do arts and crafts with you today. Today's video was all about exotic pets, so today we're going to make a snake craft, a hedgehog craft, and a pot-bellied pig craft. I hope you have fun! First we are going to make a snake craft, so what you will need is a piece of aluminum foil, a pipe cleaner, and some white paper to make the tongue and the eyes. You also will need scissors, glue, and some markers to draw your eyes. So first I'm going to put my pipe cleaner inside of the aluminum foil, and I'm just going to start to wrap it up to make my snake. And I'm not going to push too hard because I want it to still be pretty wide. So I'm going to just crumple it up like this, and then you can make it look bendy like a snake. So now I just continued to move it around so that it looks like a snake. And now I'm going to add the tongue and the eyes. So a snake has like a forked tongue. So I'm going to cut up and then back down, then up again, and then back down so that it looks like this. And then you can glue it onto your tinfoil. So I'm going to put some glue right here. And then I'm going to put it wherever you want to be. This is going to be the top of mine, so I'm putting it on the bottom so that it looks like it's coming out. I'm going to glue it onto there. And then I'm going to make the eyes. So I'm just going to cut out 2 circles, so I'm going to fold it in half so that it's faster. And I'm going to cut a circle. A little bit smaller, like that. And then I'm going to take a black marker, or you can use any color, and I'm going to put a circle in the middle so that it looks like eyes. And then I'm going to glue them on to the top of the snake. So now my snake is all finished, and if you want, you can add a hat to your snake, or you can make a house for your snake, whatever you want. But this is how mine looks when it's all finished. So next we're going to make a hedgehog craft. So what you will need is some paper, and I'm using some brown paper for the hedgehog's body. And then for the quills, I'm going to use some different colors. So I'm going to use blue and pink, but you can use whatever colors you want. And then I'm also going to use some black for the quills and for the nose. Then you also need some scissors and some glue. And if you want to decorate your hedgehog, you can use some markers or crayons. So first I'm going to draw the hedgehog's body to cut out. So it's going to be kind of a funny shape because you're not going to be able to see what it looks like till the end. But it's going to go like this, around, and then up, and then back down. And this is going to be the nose. Then it's going to go back down, and then 2 feet. And before I cut it out, I'm going to draw the eye and the mouth. So I'm going to draw the eye right here, like that, with a little circle. And then the mouth is gonna go like that. So now I have my hedgehog and I'm going to cut it out. Now I'm going to take my black paper and I'm going to rip a tiny piece off. Like this. And then I'm going to crumple it up, and this is going to go on the nose. So I'm gonna put some glue on. Like that, and it's gonna go on the tip of the nose. Like that. So now I'm going to make the quills, and I'm going to use my blue and my pink paper, and I'm gonna line them up, and I'm gonna cut some strips across. And then I'm going to cut these into 3 different pieces like that. And now I'm going to fold them in half like this. And I'm going to do that to all of them. And I'm going to show you, you're going to put you can put glue all over, and then you're going to stick them on randomly. So I'm going to fold all of these, and then I'll show you what I do. So now I'm going to put some glue all over. And then you could start to stick them on randomly, and they don't have to go all in one direction. They can go like that and in different places, all different directions. Or you can make them in one neat row, it doesn't matter. Hedgehogs have them in I think they have them in all different directions. I'm gonna put a few more. So this is my finished hedgehog, and you can add as many different colored quills as you want. I added 2 colors, but you can add all different kinds of colors to make your hedgehog rainbow. I would love to have a hedgehog as a pet. So now we are going to make a potbelly pig craft. So what you will need is some pink paper and some brown paper, and you can always use some white paper and color it. And you also need some scissors and glue, and if you want to decorate, you can use markers or crayons. So first I'm going to take my pink paper and I'm going to draw an arc like this, up and down, and then I'm going to draw a little shape in the middle like that, and then I'm going to cut this out. So now that I have this cut out, this is going to be the pig's body, and now I'm going to cut out the pig's head. So I'm going to use my paper that I used before, and I'm going to cut out a big circle like this, and this is going to be my pig's head. And now we're going to cut out 2 triangles, so you can fold your paper in half and then cut a triangle like that. And then I'm going to cut an oval shape for the nose, like this. So now I'm going to glue on the head. So I'm going to put some glue right here, and it's going to overlap just a little bit, like that. So now I'm going to put on the nose right here in the middle, and then I'm going to put on the ears. And my other ear is going to go right here, and then I'm going to add some eyes and the mouth. Then I'm going to add these to the nose, and then a smile, like that. And now I'm going to add some mud to my pig because it's been rolling in the mud. So I'm going to cut out of my brown paper, I'm going to cut out some shapes, some squiggly shapes so that it looks like splatters of mud, like this. I'm gonna put that on one side, and then I'm gonna make one more splatter. Like this. I'm going to put this on the other side. Like that. And now my pig is all finished. You can add some more mud, or you can add a funny thing like a hat, and whatever you want. I think it would be fun to have a pig as my pet. I hope you had fun making these exotic pet themed crafts with me. What exotic pet would you like to have? Bye!
Thanks, Caroline. Who's ready to play trivia with Ciera?
Hi everyone! My name is Ciera, or Cece for short. Welcome to the trivia portion of Wheels Up. I am so excited to play trivia with you today. We are in for some fun with 10 questions to puzzle your puzzler. We have 4 answers and only 1 that's correct. Can you figure it out? Well, are you ready? Let's play! Welcome to Exotic Pets Trivia with Sunrise on Wheels, Wheels Up. Question number 1. What kind of baths do chinchillas need to keep their coats clean and healthy? A. Water. B. Sand. C. Dust. Or D. Ash. Chinchillas bathe in dust baths. Maybe that's why they're so soft. Question number 2. What animals were the first to be domesticated? Was it A. pigs, B, cats, C, dogs, or D, rabbits? Domesticated means to tame for a farm or a pet. Pigs! Can you believe it? Little piggies as pets. Question number 3. What is the name of a baby hedgehog? A, a piglet, B, Spike, C, Grunter, or D, Hoglet? An itty bitty baby hedgehog is a hoglet. Question number 4. What do hedgehogs do as self-defense against predators? A, put up their front paws, B, roll up into a ball, C, dig a hole to hide in, or D, growl and hiss? They roll right up into a ball, like a little roly-poly. Question number 5. Which pet is the most intelligent out of these following pets? A, cats, B, hedgehogs, C, pigs, or D, goats? Who's the smartest of the bunch? Those piggies are so smart! Question number 6. Which animals do not have eyelids? A, snakes, B, hedgehogs, C, frogs, or D, pygmy goats? No eyelids. Snakes don't have any eyelids. Wow! Question number 7. When do hedgehogs naturally come out and play? A, they are nocturnal, so they're naturally awake at night. B, they are diurnal like people, awake during the day and snoozing away at night. C, they only come out when it rains. Or D, they only come out when the sun is out. Those silly hedgehogs are running around at night while you're trying to sleep. Silly hedgehogs! Question number 8. What class of animal is a bearded dragon? Is it A, a small mammal, B, an amphibian, C, a reptile, or D, a bird? Bearded dragons are reptiles. Great job! Question number 9. What does a snake use its tongue to do? A, to inject venom, B, to lap water, C, to scare people away, or D, to sense from which direction a smell is coming from? What do they use those tongues for? You guessed it! They're sensing smell. Question number 10. How do frogs climb trees? A, they jump from branch to branch. B, they have sticky mucus on their feet. C, they use their long toes. Or D, frogs can't climb trees. But of course they can, with that sticky mucus on their feet. Great job with trivia! Wow, you did such a good job! Thank you for playing trivia with me today. I look forward to playing with you again soon. Bye!
Thanks, Ciera, and thank you for watching. If you'd like to watch more Wheels Up episodes, you can find us on YouTube at Sunrise Association or download our app at Sunrise Studios. I look forward to seeing you next time.